Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to T minus 10 minutes with Shay. That's TEA, because I usually drink my tea in the mornings. So you can feel free to join me. I am your favorite fractional chief operating officer. And so if you don't know who I am, I work in the businesses of seven figure, multiple six figure, and six figure businesses from day to day and week to week. I help them to grow and scale their business, manage their business, all of those good things, right? Well, I can't help everybody, but that's okay because I have this mission, right? My mission is to help entrepreneurs and like you, right, to stop spinning your wheels and make sense of your small business so that it makes money and creates time freedom, okay? So that it makes money and creates time freedom. My time freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world, right? I started that journey in Belize. I lived in Mexico for 3 years, and I am currently in the Beef and Tango and World Cup, capital of the world, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Okay, so go Messi. So that's who I am. That's what I do. And this segment helps me to fulfill that mission because I am trying to get more information, excuse me, more information out to more small business owners that can be transformational to their small business. All right. This segment happens every Monday through Thursday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you're joining me, okay? Even if you don't join me live, feel free to put replay in the comments and let me know that you watched the replay. Now, last week, we talked about the things that you should leave in 2022, okay? The things that you should leave in 2022. And then I even told you how to fix those things, right? So go back and check out last week's replay. This week, I'm telling you the things I am doing in my business to up level my business, right? So as you know, my clients are my ideal clients are service-based businesses, and I have a service-based business. And our holy grail is high ticket clients, right? But a lot of people want high ticket clients, but they don't understand that high ticket comes with high expectations and high demands, right? So you have to have a high ticket worthy service. Okay, you have to add in as many white glove touches as you can, right? So yesterday I talked about how I'm going to do more content in 2023, right? How my goal is to end up putting out at least 150 pieces of content a week, and how that allows me to continue to look like or be to more people, have more visibility to more people as the expert and the authority in business operations, small business operations, right? Okay, so how does that reflect on my clients? Well, your clients would love to be working with someone who is esteemed and seen as an authority and an expert. Okay, they would love to. And I kind of gave you the joke, right? That nobody wants to date the ugly girl or the one that nobody wants, right? Everybody wants to date the girl, the popular girl, the one that everybody wants. Same thing with your services, right? People want to be serviced by the person that everybody wants to service them, but they got them. All right. So that's how the content helps. And I tell you more about that. So catch yesterday's replay. Today, what I'm going to talk about is I am adding more touch points. Okay. Touch points to my clients. So remember when I said when you have high ticket, you have high expectations and high demand. Well, you can add white glove services, okay, as touch points to your service to make it more high ticket feeling, right? Because when people pay good money, they want to feel like they're catered to a little bit, okay? They want to get information in ways they don't have to work for it, okay? So what ways can you be more high touch in your service? So let me tell you what I'm going to add in my service in the coming year. I am adding a client magazine, okay? A client magazine. Currently, my clients get like an email, right? All of my clients are getting on this email. It's usually entitled like client impact dates or something like that, where they know what's going on with my business. Is it shutting down? Do we have a limited focus with limited communication? Is something going on where we don't have any more, meeting slots, that type of thing? But I think this coming year, what I'm doing is I'm adding a client magazine, and that magazine is going to give information for businesses in general that they are to think about, right? And then if, it could cause a conversation within my CEO, COO meetings with them to see what we want to implement in the business. But they are getting their own information crafted to my clients in their own type of digital magazine. Okay, so it's not an external magazine. It's not for people who would be my client. It's only for people who are my clients. So think like client newsletter, but with a little extra. Okay, so I'm doing a client magazine. I'm also gonna do a different type of weekly report. Okay, a weekly report. There are different reports that I do going on in their businesses, but I want to do one that is a weekly report because I don't have meetings on Fridays, right? I don't have meetings on Fridays, and so I want to have a report that goes out on Thursday morning, reminding people where I am with everything, and reminding them that no meetings on Fridays, that type of thing, and adding extra information. Because what I'm also doing different in 2023 is I am going to a quarterly contract with a scope of work of what are the projects I'm working on in that quarter. So they'll be getting updates on those projects. Now, keep in mind, I work in their businesses day to day, week to week. So I usually don't work on a project basis, right? Because I'm there. I'm there, right? But we're going to a project focus for operations because the laws around labor, independent contractors versus W-2s are changing. And I want to make sure that I am not mistaken at all as a W-2 employee in their business, which could cause them sanctions. So I'm going to quarterly contracts that have a specific scope of work for the quarter so that they can't get dinged on the permanent part of what I do. Right? Because my contracts are month to month. The Department of Labor could easily say that I am permanent and therefore should be a W-2 employee, even though I'm a contractor and I fulfill other contractor requirements. I don't want them to be able to say I'm a contractor on any level. So I'm going to these weekly reports that speak to the scope of work for the quarter. So that's something new that I'm doing for my clients. Another thing that I'm doing new is if I decide to do an external podcast or some kind of external show, I may bring my clients in to interview them. And so these are some extra touch points that I'm doing for my clients. I already have touch points in place. So these are not the beginnings of touch points between me and my clients. These are added touch points. I'm doing these extra things to elevate. So let me ask you about some touch points you could have, right? If you don't want to do a client magazine, you can do an internal podcast, a podcast that is only for your clients. You can do an internal video that's like weekly or whatever, that's only for your clients, right? And you can do them individually if you want. A video that's just for one client each and not for all of them as a whole. So that's even more touch point, right? You can do you keep up with your client's anniversary with you? Okay, what is the date that they came on board? Do you keep up with that? Because you can always send a gift during that time. You can keep up with their birthdays, their personal anniversaries, those types of things. So what touch points, think about it now, what touch points can you add to your service-based business that helps you to elevate the service and make it feel more white glove and make it feel more worthy of a high ticket offer? So you think about that and think about some of the things that I'm doing and decide, do you want to add any of those? The dogs are out, but that's okay because I've given you all the information for today and I can't wait to hear what you think about it. So put it in the comments and I'll be right here in the morning at 7 a.m. and we're going to talk about the next thing that I'm doing to optimize results in their business is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So tune in 7 a.m. Eastern time and I'll see you in the morning. So have a great day.